So many content creators have made videos where they try and survive underwater for 24 hours or do something underwater.
I'm going to attempt to sit underwater for 24 hours straight.
So today I'm about to be spending a whole entire 24 hours underwater.
Howdy, I'm inside the world's oldest underwater hotel right now.
None of them have tried to record a song underwater. Probably because it's incredibly dangerous and a terrible idea. But I'm making the attempt. In order to make this happen, the very first obstacle that I have to electricity. I don't want to die. After doing a little research, I found a video of Davey504 playing bass underwater. He really just submerged his bass and played it, but he used one of these to make sure that there was no actual electricity. You just record everything onto an SD card. So that's easy. I already have one of those taken care of, electricity down. Okay, so it's been a few hours and I've been trying to think of a way to overcome what will probably be the most difficult part of this, because I literally cannot find anybody that has ever done this. Playing guitar underwater is going to be next to near impossible. I'm just going to think on this and see what I come up with for the rest of the day. I'm sure I'll come up with something. So this is a 78-inch balloon, and I am going to get inside of this with the guitar and try and somehow weigh it down and keep it underwater. Yeah. And just like that, in what felt like an instant, my dream of recording a guitar underwater in a giant bubble so I can get enough subscribers to do more collaborations and eventually write a song with Taylor Swift so we can win a Grammy was shattered. The balloon had already popped. Then, in a beautifully bittersweet moment of serendipity, the oldest poetic tendency of life itself showed its face. All ends spark new beginnings. I had another idea, and it had been right in front of my face the entire time. Garbage bags. Okay, so I've got these giant clear plastic bags, and I put the guitar in there. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my hands in these. So they're sealed completely tight, and they're also sealed with Flex Seal. And that way, so long as the glove doesn't break, I can keep all the water out. And then I also added on one of these so the cord can come out of the guitar. And then I will seal this also with Flex Seal and Gorilla Glue. So let's hope and pray this works. We set up for test day, and everything was going extremely well. I couldn't have been happier with how everything was holding up. There were no leaks, no problems. We were extremely cautious and extremely careful because I didn't want to lose my instruments. And so we decided that night we were going to go ahead and try to film this thing. We were getting some amazing footage. It was so cool. It was working. Guitar was a little difficult to play because the bag kept sticking to the guitar itself, but we were pushing through, getting some cool sounds, and, working on the song. And then the bag leaked. I wasn't about to give up, though. I couldn't. I literally just could not bring myself to give up. I had put so much time and effort into this, and I really wanted to make it happen. I wanted to see it through. So the next day, I started thinking again, and I decided that I was going to rebuild the bag, really make sure it is so sealed, and find the best way to seal it, or an even better way than the way that I did it the first time. For drums, I decided that I was going to use buckets, and I was going to weigh them down with air inside of them in the pool. And then I was going to take my phone and a family member's phone and put them in plastic bags, have them floating in that little air pocket, and press record on them so that way I can capture the sound and then line everything up in Ableton or Logic or whatever I'm gonna use. I haven't decided yet 100%. I needed a snare drum, so I took a shaker and I took a little plastic container filled with screws and coins and taped those essentially, or velcroed them to the bottom of this bucket that I was going to put in the pool, and that's how I was going to get a snare sound. I'll explain how, essentially, like, how we're going to take those sounds and layer them so that they become drums, like real drums, you know. So these will be layered with samples, which will work super well, hopefully. Hope and pray. Okay. Before I knew it, it was time to give it another go. So I called my friend Alex, had him come over. It had been a few days since we had done the prior shoot. And he came over, and we started working on it. Unfortunately, it was pretty difficult again. What does that sound? Oh, that's you, okay. I was like, God, I swear to God, if the camera bag is leaking, I'm gonna lose my mind. This has been the worst idea ever.
Sure.
What were the chords? I forgot the chords, I'm not gonna lie. A sharp minor, or no, A sharp major 7. Yeah, okay, well everybody on the internet's gonna be like, he's faking it, he's a liar. Well, I can't just move this MIDI at the end anyways, okay, Are you kidding me? Low power mode. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. I'm going to play an A sharp major 7. I'm going to play a D minor. It's all being registered into a computer right now. It's MIDI, and then I'm taking that, and we're just going to use it as samples, and then I'm just going to get samples from those two. We're going to make a music video out of this, and that will be the end. I am frustrated. This has been like 3 weeks worth of work. We just got a bunch of really cool sounds just by hitting shit. Okay, guys, as you can see, I'm on my phone. Nobody's gonna believe me. This is insane. I have some bad news. It's just this still blows my mind. I don't understand how this is like the worst possible luck. Okay, what happened was I was editing and I was putting together the music video, and I needed another shot. I needed one last shot. I was going to sit at the bottom of the pool, just a still shot, and I was going to sing the lyrics. And so I was like, okay, last time. So I went, put on the wetsuit, got everything set up, you know, and got the guitar all set up, got everything all set up. And as I'm setting it up, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. A squirrel came through, and my dad starts yelling because he was helping me. And so he starts yelling because my cats are on the porch, Motley and Jagger, and I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So I jumped out of the pool, and my dad's running to try and grab Jagger. I'm running to try and grab Motley, and Dad tripped over the hoses that were connected to the keyboard and the guitar, and they both filled up with water. In the process, one of the weights that I was using to hold down the camera fell like it did, like it does in the music video, you'll see, and punctured a hole in the case that my camera was in. The whole thing filled up with water. My lens is ruined, my camera is ruined, my guitar is ruined, and my keyboard is ruined. And I'm just like, I can't stream, I can't film, and I'm freaking out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely freaking out. This was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. I mean, it was a good idea on paper, but like, I'm freaking out. Because I can't afford a new camera right now, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. So, I'm praying this video goes well. I literally am just doing this and splicing everything together, and I'm praying that this does well enough that I can actually get a new camera. I'm freaking. So anyways, guys, this is the music video that's spliced together. The song is on Spotify. Should be on Apple Music the next day or so or something like that. And yeah, all my stuff is sitting in Rice. So cool.
calls me late at night. I am you, who am I? Deja vu, butterfly.